Hi there, music lovers. Welcome to Rhythm and Vibes.
Welcome.
This is the podcast where we dive into beats, stories, and cultures and to shape the world of music. We're your host, Steve, and this is Justin. And fellow music enthusiasts, we're here to share the songs and stories that inspires us.
Yes. Today,
as people.
we are exploring the evolution of modern pop music, how it's changed over the decades, the key artists who shaped the genre, and what is next for the sound of pop. So grab your headphones and let's jam.
Yeah. So this is our first segment, the roots of modern pop. So as you all know, pop music as we know has started back in the 1950s with blending of rock, jazz and R&B. Artists like Elvis Presley and the Beatles set a foundation and introducing us with catchy hooks and relatable lyrics.
It was what a time to have been alive. Like I was still a monkey in the jungle, you know.
Yeah. I thought.
Yes, I was under
the tree.
the tree. Yes. So, but there's the thing we talked about. Like music is like a legacy. Most of the artists who created these music are not here with us anymore, but their music lives on, and they live on through their music.
Exactly.
So, as a person that wasn't alive in the 1950s, 60s, 70s, 80s, I can still enjoy the music that was created back then, you know?
The thing is, if you listen to any of these old songs, it might be old, but there's a lot we can learn from it and inspire us. And all the upcoming artists, every generation learn from a generation.
Yes.
Like our new legend we're going to talk about now. When we fast forward back into the 80s, when we mentioned Michael Jackson
Yeah.
and Madonna, how they revolutionized the genre and adding theatrics and global appeal. Remember when Thriller dropped?
I was just thinking about it. Yo, Thriller just blew the whole music industry. It took it by storm, and it changed the music business. It put it upside down on his head. And it was amazing what it did. And they were limited by the technology of their time, but they still created masterpieces. It was great, beautiful, phenomenal.
Yeah.
I don't even have enough words. I don't have enough adjectives to describe how amazing the production is. So
Yeah, it didn't just change that pop. It was in all genres.
that's what I'm saying. It changed music forever, and the way it was produced, it just, it stands through the test of time, and it's still relevant today, and we can still learn from it today on how it was done and how we can go from here on out.
It's brilliantly said.
Yeah.
And that's how it is. And I hope after today's podcast, people can start thinking about where music comes from and how it all started.
Yeah.
And even before in 1950s, we go back hundreds of years. We had people like Beethoven and Mozart,
Yes.
who still has a massive impact
Yes.
on today's music.
Music, no, definitely, totally. And what's fascinating about how technology, like synthesizers and drum machines, gave pop music a futuristic edge in the 1980s and 90s. If you're gonna compare it to like Beethoven and the original compositions, they are, familiar or rather iconic for creating compositions and masterpieces, and that's ultimately built on the foundation of music theory. Where in today's world, we got synthesizers that can simulate real musical instruments, and drum machines that can, it's like digital drums. It's like drums on the computers. We're gonna go more in deep into like the AI stuff, but these are all tools that is at our disposal. It's available to us as music producers, as musicians, as artists, to better our production quality and to help us as tools with our artistic expression. So yeah,
Yeah, for me, for example, when I started off with music, I always love to put some 80s music on.
Yeah.
Because you can feel the love and attention to detail into it. I know it's the birth time of all the synthesizers like the Yamaha DH7, which is an iconic instrument where you hear these wonderful electric piano sounds.
Mm.
And then all these iconic love songs that came out in the 80s. Like I used to play game. You used to play GTA
Exactly.
Vice City.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't even play the game. I just drive. I steal a car in the game and I drive around and listen to the 80s beats or the 80s songs. It's just
and
brilliant.
just cruising the streets of
No,
Vice City.
It's
you
just,
know,
it's some soothing feeling to have it.
there we go.
It's just, I was like, oh, it's like every song speaks to you,
Mm.
and I think that's what music should do to you.
Yes,
You know, when you feel sad, when you feel down, what do?
you listen to
You
music.
listen to music.
There we go.
It's like therapy.
Yeah, no, definitely, it's therapy. Why would you go and spend $1,200 to talk to a stranger with your problems, and you don't really get help? They just tell you, listen, you're not the only one going through it. Everyone else also has problems, so you just need to find a way to deal with it, where you can get free therapy from soulful music. You get what I'm saying? So that takes us to the second segment, the rise of digital pop and music in general.
Well, with the rise of streaming platforms in the 1910s, pop music became global. It became global. Artists like Taylor Swift, BTS, and Billie Eilish brought diverse sounds and personal storytelling to the forefront.
Yeah.
And let's not forget how TikTok has reshaped hits, how hits are made these days.
Exactly. Funny enough, we were talking about this yesterday. TikTok is now banned in the US. That is sad. Imagine a day without TikTok, guys. That would be sad, 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 sad. So I can only imagine how the people over there must feel. Like, you know, I've seen a couple of articles in threads on other social media platforms they still have access to. How frustrating it is for content creators. They was dependent on TikTok. They can't access it anymore. So this ties into the rise of streaming platforms and how in the 2010s and 2020s and where we're currently at, what impact social media has on the way we consume music, the way we access music. And TikTok was one of those platforms, or not was, it still is one of the platforms where music are easily accessed. Now it's banned over there and it's sad. So it's just a matter of time. What's going to happen next? What can you expect?
Well, the thing is, there's two ways to think about it. Thinking about kids these days, they're always on TikTok, and then in schools they're doing TikTok, and then they don't concentrate on the things that they should be doing.
Yeah.
So there should be a limit of use.
Yeah.
And become the platform, because with any platform out there can be abuse.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And especially, unfortunately, when it comes to in the music industry, when it comes to TikTok, sometimes TikTok has been it's used to scam, and it's also used for other things, and besides just music. And
Yeah.
I think that there's a line somewhere that needs to be looked at,
Yeah.
and to discussed, and maybe not just. No, maybe put some protocols in.
Yeah, it needs to be basically regulated.
Exactly.
It needs to be
yes.
a regulation. There needs to be a framework designed in terms of how minorities are protected on the platform. And not just that, like even for like adults in contributing members of society. Me also, sometimes I'm guilty of it. I get lost in doom scrolling on TikTok. I just scroll and scroll and scroll, and I'm just so immersed in, captivated into the platform. I get lost for it easily for like an hour or two.
The funny thing is, when we talk about scrolling like this, and I think like we tend to forget, and because there's so much music at our disposal, we stop and just listen to a song.
Yeah.
Like these days, we listen to 10 seconds of a song and we skip it.
We skip it.
And it's like watching a Netflix movie. We were now going to watch a movie at 8 o'clock. It takes me 2 hours to find something. And then I'm so tired, I'm not going to go to bed. And it's exactly the same with the music these days.
Yeah.
It's not as in the old days.
Yeah.
Where we used to buy these CDs.
Yes.
And then when you spend your hard-earned money on a CD and you can listen, you really want to listen to it because you spent your hard cash on it.
Exactly.
I know you spend money on the streaming platform, but it's not the same anymore.
It's not the same.
It's just there's so many playlists out there.
Too many playlists.
And like I'm going to the gym, and then I'm trying to find a song to gym with, but the time I finish finding a song, my gym session
is over.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think it takes away the how can I say, the limited accessibility. It takes that away where you can the overabundance, the fact that the music is too available.
Mm.
It takes the uniqueness of the way how you use and consume it away. So now because there's so many options, you have too many options. You just skip to it, and you find a thing or you don't find a thing, and all the hard work the artist has put into maybe compiling the album, whatever playlist, it goes down the drain.
It's the excitement for music.
Yeah.
It's like it's not gone, but it's something is missing. And like we said before, music should be it should be inspire us, and it must have a feeling, and it just, I think there's something missing these days in our music. Like I got so excited when someone's releasing a new album, and I can't wait.
Yeah.
Buy. Then I run to Musica. I don't know if you all know Musica.
Yeah.
Then you run and you buy a CD. And it's like, oh, I can't believe I found the CD. Now I can't wait to get home or put it in my car and listen to it.
Yeah.
And it's something. I'm not sure about the new generation. About CDs, but it was just a different time.
It was a different time. It was a different time to be alive, guys. Musica used to be the place to be. When you go in there, it's just a vibe. And also, like, you want to buy a CD, your favorite artist just released a CD, it's probably in Musica, it's available for you. You put your hard-earned money in there, you're listening to all the songs, no skips. You listen to all the songs like the artist intended. Giving, not all the songs on the album is going to be a banger. We understand that. But that's not why we buy the album. We buy the album to experience the artistic expression of the artist.
Exactly.
So now, modern streaming platforms has ruined that for us, because now you can shuffle through playlists, you can skip, you can shuffle through other playlists, and you skip. You're just spoiled for choice.
Exactly, and it's actually a problem for the starting up musician, who wants to be recognized.
Yeah.
For them, it's a little bit difficult for them to start because all the music gets just skipped through because they don't know them. It's a problem. I don't want people to give up. Something's gonna change. And
yes.
I'm gonna guarantee you that things are gonna change for the good.
Yes.
Like for me, I have now cancelled Deezer, for example. I'm now only using Spotify, for example, for a few playlists. And but nowadays I tend to look for CD players, and I really want to go back to it.
To CDs.
You know, CDs back in the day. The only downside to CDs, sometimes they get scratched. Especially when you lend it out to your friend and you come back, you have to put some Axe spray on it just to clean it properly.
And a condom.
But yes, I haven't tried that one yet.
Try it. It works. It works. And my people know it works. And the thing is also, Steve, like you said, with CDs, you buy the CD, you own the CD. Nowadays with streaming platforms, you don't own whatever music is available on the streaming platform. Like, okay, guys, don't get me wrong. You don't own the music to begin with. You what I'm trying to say is you can pop the CD in, play it at any time. You don't owe anyone any money because you already bought it. Now, with the streaming services, you have to pay the subscription fee every month in order to access the music that you want to listen to. And if you don't pay, you don't play.
Exactly. And thing is, one day that music platform will shut down.
Yes.
You can't listen to that
And
song.
then you don't have access to it anymore.
And everything like is becoming like that. If you look in the movie industry and even in the gaming
Games
industry,
is the worst.
You spend $1,000 or $60 on a video game, and then now Steam has come up with a new policy that says if you buy a media, you don't own the rights. You readily rent the license. Like I'm like, I feel like what am I doing?
Yeah.
And it's just why must I spend money on these media if I never own a copy?
Exactly.
That's a massive debate on its own, and in the music industry, it's really like that.
Yeah.
And then there should be, I don't know. Hopefully, one day we'll find some type of physical media again we can
Wait,
use.
here's the thing, Steve. Okay, so if you buy the media but don't own it, that means if you pirate the software, you don't own it either.
That's the thing. I used to use when I was back in school. I used to get some of these stuff illegally, but I got it because I still support the artists. I think, my God, this is an amazing album, but I'm gonna buy it now.
Yeah.
Because I respect their work.
Yes.
But in the gaming industry, every second game is crap.
It
They
is
will
crap.
want to-
It
they
is
want to
crap. Like
play.
it's almost like they're rushing the thing now just to make a quick buck. Like this thing of X Defiant. Okay, we're getting a bit off topic now, but I just want to get this out, guys. X Defiant was designed by Ubisoft, and it took most of the flagship titles and almost like made a salad out of it. A great piece of work, but because they were rushing it to market to compete with the likes of Apex Legends and Fortnite, they ultimately failed. So yeah, that's the thing. Now back to the music. Fun fact: did you know Old Town Road by Lil Nas X, featuring Billy Ray Cyrus? Did I say it right? Cyrus.
Yes.
Became the longest running #1 single on the Billboard Hot 100, largely thanks to TikTok and the TikTok challenge that went viral.
That's
So
quite
this-
interesting. Yeah.
This is the thing. Modern platforms, they have a huge impact on how we consume music. And TikTok being banned will definitely have some repercussions on the artist that was depending on the platform for marketing purposes.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I hope that we are a clever species. We'll find a way to fix something or make something better.
Yeah, no,
There
definitely.
will definitely be something.
Yeah.
We can do something that will.
Yeah.
We will, even if it's our channel here. We will inspire people to make and create music and
Yeah.
to just to remember the love
Yeah.
and soul.
Yes. Very soulful music that ties into the artistic expression of the artist. You can feel the emotion was poured into the song and not just some soulless creation. So what is next for pop music? What is next for music in general? Looking ahead, we are seeing a fusion of genres, especially Afrobeats, Latin pop, and K-pop. And that is really popping right now. K-pop is doing the most. It's dominating the charts. It's influencing mainstream pop. Now AI and virtual reality might completely transform how we experiencing music. We just talked about it in depth now. We're gonna go into the AI things of things.
Yes, it's a very interesting topic. Like
Yes.
I said before, I already discussed for the last 2 days.
Yes.
It's basically it has its goods and its bads.
Okay.
But in the goods, if you make music and you know your way around your system that you use, and sometimes you don't know how to mix or master a song, that's where AI actually comes in, where they can help you to mix or master a song. So you
Yeah.
load up the software called Neutron or Nectar for your vocals, and you put it on your bus, and you can, and then on your track, and you can do an assessment.
Yeah.
And it will give you an estimate how, and it will change it will mix the song for you until a certain point,
Yeah.
and then you can carry on from it.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's better than spending a lot of money. It's a good starting point.
Yeah.
Where AI comes in and helps you to master or mix a song
Yeah.
in general. And then we get to the other part where we like it's horrible when people put prompts in on an AI site and to create music by putting 2 lines in, and then they think they've created something amazing or music, and then they think it's theirs.
But it's not.
It's not.
It's not. They didn't put any work in. They didn't use any creativity to make the project possible. You can't claim it as your own. That is plagiarism at best. And here's the thing, like, where do we draw the line? Where do we say, listen, this is acceptable, but this is unacceptable? So what Steve was saying, in the way I understand it, is using AI as a tool for assisting and enhancing your production with mastering or whatever you lack in a skill set, to take you to a nice starting point where you can use the output of the AI plugin or whatever as a reference point.
That's exactly it.
That's acceptable in my book. But
It's like Justin is saying, we need to draw a line where it becomes acceptable. Or not.
Yes.
People using AI for the wrong
Reasons.
It shouldn't be used to create. Well, if you want to play around and you're not serious about music, then go ahead. But you can't claim something that's not really yours.
That's not yours.
Like I had a guy. He created a song, well, the lyrics he wrote, and then he uploaded these lyrics onto this AI website, and then generated a song with his lyrics. And I said to him, look here, once you do that, it's on their servers, it's not yours anymore.
Yeah.
People have to be very careful when they do stuff
Definitely,
like
you have to be careful.
that. But you can listen. If a song plays, you can listen, you can hear it's AI song.
Yeah.
It sounds, the voice and the instrument doesn't sound like real instruments. Well, there's something in the sound that's not
Authentic.
authentic about it.
Exactly. So there's a thing, like, how do you also distinguish between what is AI and what is real? You know, because yeah,
It isn't. It's very interesting.
pardon,
You okay, Lisa?
my throat was itching.
Well, it's when the, like we say, AI it can be used for good, and then it's bad. And I don't like where it's going. But it's like some artists, very good artists, they use AI to enhance their music. Some
Yes.
do it right, some do it wrong, and sometimes they use AI to enhance their voice, but it sounds horrible.
Terrible.
So,
Terrible. And okay, the best cases, or not the best cases, the best example of AI being used by modern day artists. There was a well-known dispute between 2 hip-hop artists, Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Guys, if you don't know it, go on YouTube, go just search it, Drake versus Kendrick Lamar. Anyway, in one of the songs, Drake used Snoop Dogg AI voice and Tupac Shakur AI voices in his song, and this is where we cross the line in terms of what is acceptable and what is not. Like, bro, Snoop Dogg is still alive. Why didn't you
okay, talk to him.
talk
ask
to him
right?
and tell him,
Yeah.
listen, I want you to jump on my song. How much you gonna be? Boom. Here's the price. Here's the money. Let's work. Now he's taking money from the artist of Snoop Dogg. He's taking money out of his mouth because he doesn't want to pay him. He's using his AI voice. It's unacceptable. And what makes it worse, even, the fact that he used Tupac's AI voice. Tupac is a deceased artist, man. Why are you doing that? You just ruining the thought of him. And we know for a fact Tupac wouldn't feature you in any song if it was alive.
But like you said, he's taking the money out,
He
the
is.
food out of his mouth.
He is.
So instead of going to KFC, now he has to go to Hungry Lion.
Exactly, because you can't afford KFC. Come on, it's not even the same. It's not even the same. Just leave it. If go make food at home. If you can't afford it, go. Come on. So yeah, what do you think? What is the future of pop music and music in general? Where is this going? Where do we like draw the line in terms of what is acceptable, what is unacceptable, in terms of fusion of genres, what can work, what can't work. I mean, we can't but look into the future, but we can sort of predict it.
I saw the other day there's this artist. He's a heavy metal artist. He actually plays heavy metal music, and it's like an opera music in the back front, and then all of a sudden it changes to rap.
Beautiful. Stunning.
I can't get the name now, but I will link it into the video if you guys want to have a look at it.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting. It just changes, and it's quite amazing how you can transition from one. It can be done.
Yeah.
It can be done, but
No, it has been done. It has been done.
Mm.
David Guetta with Rihanna and several other artists, Pitbull.
Mm.
With-
Well, is
with-
he Elton John with Dua Lipa? And
Yes.
all those artists they do it. It sounds good.
Yeah, and also the Old Town Road joint we spoke on earlier. That is country music fused with hip hop. Beautiful. Different cultures united. Because for me personally, I'm a music consumer, music enthusiast, so I don't have a ideal or preferred genre. I listen to anything that's catchy, that is relatable, you know.
Yes. Something you
But
can.
yeah, what I wanted to say is I won't necessarily go out of my way and put a country song on because I don't know any country. But if it happens to play around me, I can enjoy and appreciate that, you know. But I won't go out. What country artists are there?
Well, it's quite a few, right?
Yeah, but you see, even me, I don't know. But that doesn't mean I don't respect it or I don't appreciate it. I can appreciate it. It's just by myself, I won't just go put it on. And then the same for maybe someone who's a follower of country music. They won't necessarily go put on a hip hop song because it's maybe not their preferred genre.
Mm.
But now comes along Lil Nas X with Billy Ray Cyrus. Did I say it right?
Mm.
And they create this masterpiece of a song called Old Town Road. And both country enthusiasts and hip hop followers can enjoy the music because it's a nice
Exactly.
fusion.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So, is that the future of music and pop music?
The thing is, I want to say today to people, if you want to get into music, if you love music, support your local artists and your artists you love. And if you want to create stuff, sometimes you don't even know how to use a keyboard or a guitar. You know, it's nothing wrong in trying. You know, instead of copying stuff. Like on the next topic we want to talk about is the sampling.
Yeah. Oh.
It's becoming a problem because someone sent me a song that Dave, a hip hop artist, and he was singing, and I'm like, this beat sounds so familiar. And
Yeah.
I looked up on the internet, and it's been used by several artists, same beat. And I just wish people can be a little bit more creative, and you can use the beat, but change it up,
Yeah.
make it yours,
Yes.
and spend some time on it, and
Yeah.
really make it. Don't rush things. If you want to create music, put your signature on it.
Yeah.
Make it unique.
Make it unique and make it your own. Modify it, change it, do whatsoever. Make it your own artistic expression instead of just copy and pasting. Copy and paste is not the right way to go. It's not yours. It's the original is not yours. It's plagiarism. And it's a crime. It's a federal crime. Stop it. Stop it.
You know, you can do that, but you will get a lot of you'll get criticized.
Yes.
And not to be negative towards anyone doing that. I think it's just if you really want to be creative. Remember, music is an art, and you need to express your art
Yeah.
and make it your own.
Yeah.
We all struggle in the beginning to create stuff.
Yes.
You know, it takes time. collaborate with a friend or someone who knows to make music. You can come together, two heads better than one, and then you can inspire each other.
Yeah.
Use an artist as a reference,
Yes.
but make it your own.
Beautiful day today. Yeah, so that's it for today's episode of Rhythm and Vibes. Guys, thanks for tuning in and exploring the evolution of pop music and music with us. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with your fellow music fans.
And remember one thing, I want you guys to also tell us what you want to hear next time on the episode.
Yes.
What we will be doing in the future is like making live music on the channel and also going out there to see other artists in action and
Yes.
also bring artists to the studio to see what makes music great for them.
Yeah, there we go. There we go, guys. And send us your thoughts. Put it in the comments. Drop a voice note. We're going to put the contact information on the screen. We'd love to feature your ideas in the next episode. Follow us on Rhythm and Vibes for updates and exclusive content. Until next time,
Peace.
keep vibing to the rhythm.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Peace.